Good afternoon from White Farmhouse Realty. I'm Trisha Peters, and I'm joining you on today's Farmhouse Dirt with our intern, Shelby Wilcox. And Shelby, do you want to start off by telling us a little bit about what brought you to Wayne in the first place?
Hello, everyone. So I came to Wayne for college. My first college visit, I fell in love with the college campus and how small of a community it is, coming from a small town in Nebraska that had 900 people in it. I thought that Wayne would be a good community for me to start my college adventure in.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome. And we were lucky enough to snag Shelby last fall. So she's been with us for about a year now. And we're going to do our little Q&A because she's coming up on graduation in a week or so. She's finishing up some final presentations and she has study week and finals week ahead of her. So we didn't want to bother her when she was really buckling down and getting all that hard work done. So here we are today. But Shelby, you said you're from a small town. So where are you originally from?
I am originally from Pawnee City, Nebraska. I grew up on a farm, kind of. We had livestock growing up. I have two older brothers, so I'm the youngest of of us three, and that's
so the baby of the family.
Yes, definitely the baby of the family.
Yeah, and you have some connections closer in Northeast Nebraska, in fact. So you've got some family in Emerson.
I do. My oldest brother and his wife and kids live in Emerson, and she is a teacher up here in Northeast Nebraska. So it's nice to not only be away from home, but also still have a connection and family.
And Shelby's really lucky because her nieces and nephews rely on her for some part-time daycare solutions.
Yes.
She often gets to help with that too when on her free time. So what's something that you always look forward to?
Going back on that, I definitely look forward to spending time with my niece and nephews, and I have a nephew on the way, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah.
Awesome. Are you more of a planner or do you go with the flow?
I am definitely more of a planner. If I can write it out and have a list of everything that I need to do, it goes a lot smoother.
But she's had to learn how to go with the flow a little bit.
Yes, I have, which is nice. It's nice to switch it up a little bit and be a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We're not very relaxed here. But we tried starting this about 15 minutes ago, and then somebody walked in. So she's been patiently waiting to get this going. And do you consider yourself more of a listener or a talker?
I am definitely more of a listener. But if I do know you, I struggle with not talking. So it just depends, but I would consider myself more of a listener.
Okay, and that's good because with what she's planning on doing in the future, she's definitely going to need to have some listening ears here and there. How do you usually start your day?
With coffee. I have to have coffee.
Homemade or purchased?
Well, that depends. If I have time, I normally will just make it myself.
Sure.
But there's some days that I just don't want to make it. And then I normally go and get coffee from either Scooters or the table, but mostly make it.
Yeah. Well, I think you've earned the ability to treat yourself in the next 2 weeks. So if you see Shelby out and about, she is fueling her college education for the last couple of weeks here. And what do you like to do outside of this office?
Outside this office, not that I have a lot of time on my hands, but I do like to read. I am really into fiction and action books. So as long as it has a catchy timeline, I'm stuck.
Yeah. Do you read series or are you more of like, okay, I'm going to read this author and then I'm going to go to the next?
I would definitely like to read a series more than individual books that don't have a series, but it just depends on what the book is for most part.
Absolutely. So knowing that you like to read, do you enjoy spending time outside as well?
I absolutely do enjoy spending time outside. So it makes it really hard if it's nice outside, I would much rather be outside than stuck in the house and reading. But it kind of fluctuates. So during the summer, I am most definitely outside. I don't read as much, but during the winter, I am reading constantly.
Right.
So
yeah, that's my big gripe too, because when I start a book and I can finish it in no time in the wintertime, but once, April 1st hits, it's like, I can't read anymore.
Right. It's definitely, like today, it's raining.
Mhm.
So today would be a nice day to just read instead of having to go outside.
So what are you saying? I should let you off the rest of the day?
No.
I suppose if I have to.
There's stuff to do.
Yes, we do have some things to do this week. So now traveling, if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Switzerland.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So why Switzerland?
They have a lot of hiking options.
Mhm.
And going with, I love the outdoors. I also love to hike. So I think that would be a good place for me to go because they just have so many different options.
Sure.
And they have a lot of history, like castles and stuff like that. So you can also do walkthroughs through there.
Yep.
And I like history. So
Okay. All right. Do you have any heritage with the Swiss people, or are you just going there for your own fun?
just for my own fun.
That's fine. No harm, no foul. So what about your go-to snack?
Pickles.
Well, you would get along with my children really well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And what about your favorite season?
I do love sweater weather. So fall, for the most part, but I do love spring, too.
Yeah.
It's just, I like it when it's a little chilly and I can wear sweatshirts and sweaters, but it's nice to get the fresh air of spring, too.
Sure.
Coming off of winter.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Well, you can spice it up a little bit.
I know, right?
Now, I always have to throw in some wild cards. So your wild card question,
no.
well, this might turn into a several part question. It's hard to say. So are you able to say what your favorite subject was in college?
Favorite subject. So I am a business administration major with a concentration in agribusiness. However, I was a biology major before I switched. So I will have to say my favorite class that I ever took was zoology.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who taught that class? Was it here at Wayne State, or
yes,
did you?
it was.
Okay.
I can't think of her name though.
Okay. All right.
She was great.
Yep. Do you have a favorite professor in the department where you're at?
I think out of all of them would have to be on the business side would be Professor Lutt.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few classes with her. And then before I switched my major, it would have to be, oh my gosh, what is his name? He teaches anatomy.
Okay.
Muhart. Professor Muhart. That's his name.
Oh my God. I'm like, that does nothing for me.
know.
I'm not an anatomy or physiology person.
Names are difficult.
But that was probably a little bit of a loaded question because I shouldn't have asked you before you got your final grades. So,
Yeah.
professors,
Oh my
if you're
gosh.
watching, she loves you all.
Yes.
This has been a really great experience.
Yes.
And she just needs to get through the next couple weeks here.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, favorite memory of being at Wayne State College?
Ooh, favorite memory. I don't know. There's been so many.
Yeah.
I have to choose one. Okay. Yeah. So I think it was last spring. We two of my friends and I, we'd always go to their they'd always do like breakfast food late at night.
Yep.
We always went to that to kind of regroup and revamp ourselves.
Sure.
And just be able to chat for a little bit and not have to focus on everything else that's going on.
Yep. Good.
That was probably my favorite.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne State is all very close to all of our hearts here. So it's obviously a very important place. And we've gotten some really great interns from the school. And Shelby, what are your plans after graduation?
So my plans after graduation are to finish up my real estate sales associate classes and take my test after graduation and hopefully stay in the area. Well, the plan is to stay in the area, actually.
I guess we'll keep her on if she wants to. Well, she's had to go through a lot here at the office. So she's been in training mode for most of the year between learning how to measure houses, learning how to use the right tools, learning how to take pictures, learning how to draw floor plans, visualize, and put together pretty much anything that anybody asks her to. She gets to run errands. She gets to go to the post office. She gets to fold letters and envelopes. So it has been a really great year here with Shelby, and we really look forward to her staying on with us. And hopefully we can get her through the next level of testing that she has to face after next week.
Yes.
So yeah, we're excited to have a new member of our team to stay on and a recent graduate. So look forward to seeing her around town in the months to come. And is there anything you would like to add about things?
I just want to say I'm really excited, and I'm glad that I get to take this next step here and continue to learn from this amazing team. And just a big thanks to everybody who has impacted my life in so many ways from my time being at Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good 4.5, 5 years.
Good deal.
Yeah.
And thanks, Mom and Dad Wilcox, for sharing your daughter with us, because she has been eager to learn and eager to get into the business of doing things here. So we promise we will let her come home a few weekends out of the year and won't make her take all of the weekend shifts. So Pawnee City, if you have anybody down there that is looking to sell or buy homes, this is your gal as well, because she can work the entire state of Nebraska when she gets licensed.
It's really exciting.
Mm-hmm. It is, yes. And we're so glad to have Shelby here with us today. And we might be taking a little hiatus for the next week or two, depending on how our tenant move in and move outs go. It could be a busy couple of weeks. So stay tuned for us to come back in early May, and we will be sharing some more tips and tricks about the real estate market here in Wayne, Nebraska. And again, thank you, Shelby. Good luck with the last couple of weeks of your semester.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we look forward to seeing you in the future too. Welcome home.